Good morning, friends. Is it Friday? It is. It's Friday, and I slept so amazing last night because I got to attend the virtual healing circle that one of my priestesses, Roxy, led, and it was so good. Like, we did this meditation that was deep, where we really connected with Gaia, and I was like, I had tears streaming down my face. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Monique. Good morning, friends. Thanks for joining me this morning for my little coffee chat. Yeah, last night's meditation was so good. I recorded it. I'll ask Roxy how she feels about me sharing it. It was so good and needed, and usually I'm the one leading the meditations, and sometimes I can do them when I lead them, but not always, and last night was real good. So, yes, I'm feeling well rested and very thankful for that beautiful experience. And I woke up just feeling so much love this morning, and I was just like basking in this feeling of love until my kid jumped on me and told me I was sleeping too long. I wasn't. It was like 7:11 in the morning, and he's like, Mommy, you slept too long, get up. Now, granted, I usually am up pretty early, but I was enjoying this really deep sleep, feeling like I'm like wrapped up in the womb of the earth. It was so good. So, I wanted to talk about, I'm feeling all this love this morning, and then I was thinking about how many people reach out to me and they're like, oh, I started dating this person and I really really like them, but my son is this and their son is this, and I'm like, no, y'all, stop. Just stop. And then I was having a session the other day and my client was like, blah, 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 but my Venus is this, so I don't understand why I feel like this. And I love that, like, people are really working to understand their astrology. However, we totally just realize we live in meme culture, and a lot of the astrology info out there is bite-sized chunks of information, and I want y'all to engage with it, and I want y'all to be interested in it and take it in and learn it. Just please don't make snap judgments or decisions about people in your life or possible partnership opportunities if you don't consult a professional astrologer or really go deeper, because you can never just look at one or two things in your chart or someone else's and understand what's really going on. First of all, we are not controlled by our astrology, right? It is a blueprint of what we have come in with, these certain personality traits, these strengths, these weaknesses, these triggers, these pulls. That's what we see in the astrology. But that can manifest in a variety of ways. You can have a chart of someone that could be like the next, Nobel Peace Prize winner, but if they're working with that energy in a different way, they never will be. Like the astrology is so layered and nuanced and complex, and it really takes a lot of study to be able, or a great capacity to channel. I know some brilliant astrologers that are channels, and I do a little bit of both. I've been studying this for 20 years, and I can tap into someone's chart, connect with the energy, and channel some stuff. Helene, I love you. And so my recommendation is to keep learning the astrology, but don't assume you're not compatible with someone because you have a Gemini sun and their sun is in Cancer. Okay, we don't just look at sun signs. We look at so much more than sun signs when we do relationship astrology. Oh, Helene, thank you. That's why I go to you too, Helene, to read my palm, even though your book is actually quite great. If you want to learn how to read palms, because there's stuff in your palms that's actually connected to astrology as well. Like, each of the fingers is connected to a planet, Helene taught me. And she has a whole palmistry kit that teaches you how to read your own palm. But I still like to go to a professional. Hi, Nicole, I love you. So when it comes to relationship astrology, there is so much to look at. There's different types of relationship astrology. First of all, there's synastry, which is more we take your chart and like inset it in your partner's charts and see how the planets kind of bump up together. And like that gives you insight into like compatibility and like how you trigger each other. Then my favorite relationship astrology is composite astrology. And this looks at the relationship as its own unique entity. And it's purely based on calculation. So we take the midpoints. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to y'all, but that's okay. You take the midpoints of like your chart and your partner's chart. And it forms a chart that speaks to this unique relationship as its own separate thing and what the highest potential for your soul's evolution is within this dynamic. And it gives really deep insight. You can really see like karmic relationships, and how, like what that karma is. It's like all kinds of stuff. When you're trying to understand your own self and how you approach relationships, you need to look at so many different factors. It matters, like, do you have a north node in your 7th or 8th house? Like, that's gonna give you some interesting things to work on in relationships. Do you have, we gotta pull in some asteroids that aren't gonna come up in a normal pull. We need to look at your Eros. If you're looking at your sexual astrology, your erotic energy, we need to be looking at Eros. We need to be looking at Psyche. We definitely need to be checking out, again, that 8th house and that 5th house. And so there's just like, please don't think you won't be compatible with someone. Don't expect like, I will never get along with a Taurus. I will never, oh my God, Scorpios. And I used to do this too. I get it. I used to do this too, but the more I started to understand astrology and live my life being open to all kinds of people, now, like, I mean, my child is a Scorpio, and I didn't even realize, like, what part of my resistance to Scorpio is because my North Node and Sun are in my 8th house, which is connected to Scorpio energy. And so it was, like, resisting an innate part of myself, which was, like, right? Like, mind-blowing to realize that, like, oh, the reason I'm kind of triggered by a lot of Scorpios is because it's such a core part of who I am and me living into the fullness of my being. And I'm scared of it because it's gonna make people see me in a way that might make them not like me. And because my sun is in Leo and I want everyone to like me and love me at all times, it's really scary to step into coming into the fullness of someone that a lot of people might not like. I might think is like crazy and stupid and weird and like whatever. But I gotta do it. It's my journey. So that's just a little tidbit. I'll get off my astrology soapbox now, but please don't write people off based on their astrology, especially if you're not a professional astrologer and really, or like, you know, hardcore amateur astrologer. There's just too much. Good morning, Jen. Oh my God, y'all. Jennifer's husband, Kit, does on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. He does these happy hour cocktails. He's like a mixologist, and we made cocktails on Wednesday, and they were so good. We like burned with a match. You have to use a wooden match. Luckily, I had wooden matches. And you burn the like back of an orange peel to caramelize it, or the slice of part of an orange, and you put it in the cocktail. We made these like bourbon Boulevardier. I remember it. It was a Boulevardier. It was so good. Anyway, so if you need fun on Wednesdays, there's a 5 p.m. happy hour with Kit Lewis on Instagram. Go follow him. Okay. I'm gonna pull a card today. I don't know which deck, so let me check in. La 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 la. I'm going over here. Whoa, nope. It's an archetype card today. That's what we're doing. All right, archetype. What archetypal energy should we try on? Should we ease into? I'm feeling some energy. This is Taurus season, y'all. Man, I feel it. I'm like in my body. I want my body to feel good. Oh, and check out my friend Desiree with selenite and sage today too, because she's got some interesting things she's gonna be talking about. Basically how you use orgasm as a way to manifest whatever the fuck you want. So good. Yeah, Boulevardiers. Yeah, those were really good. I almost made another one yesterday, but then I was like, I'm gonna like wait till Friday. It's Friday. Okay, ooh. Oh, I love this. This is our card today. It is the ring. So just think about what rings represent. There it is. They're a circle, right? They represent the eternal. They represent commitment, devotion, love a lot of times. So I'm going to read from the book if I can find it. Oh, Lordy, y'all. I'm also going to totally tidy up. We've been doing so much work up in here that I don't even know where half my stuff is anymore. Because it's right here. I reach and pull, and so I have like 2 stools I keep things on, and then my desk. I need to get a bigger desk. The ring. Here we go. Are we ready? Oh yes, Desi, you got an orgasm shout out. Uh-oh. The big O. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. The ring, the infinite, the wheel, the connection. The ring is an image of connectedness, rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements. The ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the intimate bond between 2 lovers, or more. It is the micro and macro united. This card calls us to deepen the connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. And then this calls us, if we want to go deeper into this, read Rilke's I Live My Life in Widening Circles. Rilke has been dropping in for me big time this week. He showed up in a couple of my sessions. I posted like a quote of his on Earth Day. Just all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So look that up. I live my life in widening circles. And that's our card today. And go beyond the things you know about astrology into the bigger things, which will help. All right. Helene, I'll see you later today. Virtually. I need to send you a Zoom link. All right, I love y'all. Have a wonderful day. Or not. You know, you get to choose. But it's Taurus season, so love on your beautiful, feeling-based bodies today and help them feel good. All right? Do one thing each day. At least one thing, if not like 100 things that make your body feel really, really good. All right? That's Taurus season medicine, y'all.